Not too bad, huh, Sunny? Is it hot?
Sunny? It's Sunny? Are you okay?
It's spicy, man.
All right, guys. So I am here with a friend who is also a YouTuber. He's actually at 99,000 subs right now. He's fixing to hit 100,000. And so I'm over here checking out his setup and ask him some questions about how he started on YouTube. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys that are watching who are just starting out as well. I have our friend here, Sunny. Say hi. Sunny is, he's not in YouTube yet, but we're hoping. Hopefully we're trying to get him into starting up a channel. So he's here also learning as well. So right now what we're doing is Khang is a pepper guy. That's what we call him.
I guess so.
Check out his shirts, right? Yeah, he's really into this the pepper community, and so he has a YouTube channel that talks about pepper. So today we're gonna take a look at his setup, his pepper setup, and I'll show you guys some of his video as well, how he shoots it and things like that. And so we're gonna go check out his pepper right now. Let's go. Let's go check out your garden.
My little garden. So
Wow.
this is it.
This is actually nice, dude.
So I chopped all of these down already. Early in the summer, it was like probably like 5 feet tall. But it's getting close to the end of the season, so you can see a lot of things are dying. Well, I mean, we're in Texas, it's still good. It's just, you know, once they get to this time of the year, usually that's the when I start to prepare the bed for winter growing.
With a topic like pepper, you have different season that you would grow your plants. Mm-hmm. Do you do any kind of planning with your videos on like what season, what topic to talk about? Do you do that kind of planning?
I think what takes the most planning is picking what you want to grow, because there's like a million varieties of peppers. So that's always a struggle for me. So I had to like take a few days to like plan what I want to grow for this season.
Do you ever like take a poll on what your viewers like to see, or what your wife likes to eat this season?
Yeah, that's important. Yes, I do. There's a bed over there dedicated to my wife.
Oh, there's a bed dedicated to his wife. I like that.
And then
he's trying to get some pointer. Right?
I know. And viewers, certain varieties they want to see, I do put that into my list. There's a lot of my own variety that I created, and those are always on the top of my list because those are the most interesting to me, because I want to see how they turn out. Right. So you want to grow stuff that's interesting to you. Yeah, and then there's stuff that I grow for making hot sauce, which is the high ones. So your hot sauce. I think I just noticed you're starting to do that right now? Yes, hot sauce, pepper powder. We should try it. No. That'll be the next episode, the next taste test episode or something. Yeah. I would need a lot of milk for that one. Maybe Sunny would try some. You've been watching Khang do his stuff. What do you have to say about his channel?
The biggest thing about his channel is that it's very informative. It's he walks you through from the beginning of the growing season, and then actually take you all the way to the end of growing season. You see the result, what he grows, and different. I like the different varieties he has, exotic ones, and the one he created. So yeah, I think that's the most interesting, is that he actually went shooting in January, and then like in March he released, hey, this is what it looks like now, guys. 3 months later. Right. I mean that takes a lot of work. You have to really like what you're doing in order to wait that long. So show us some of your pepper right here. I've been seeing some of these cool ones. A lot of them are starting to die. So these are some of the ones that I really like. These are the pequeños. So they call it the little beak pepper, because they look like a little beak here. So that's what they look like when they're green, and then when they're red, they turn to this color right here.
they're not very hot, so you can just eat them as like snack peppers. they're really good.
Okay.
For him.
Okay, so
Snack for him.
I think that's a challenge right now.
Definitely.
So you Sonny, can you give it a try?
Yeah, you can try it. Here, Sonny, try this.
Oh, okay.
Not that big.
Let me
But
see.
Okay, well,
So put it in your hands. Let me see.
which one's more? Can I also?
yeah, the green ones are.
Right now the spicy, right?
Yeah, when
Okay.
they get red, they're kind of like sweeter.
Okay.
Okay, so you can do a taste test right now.
Yeah, so they're not
Do
very.
you have any milk? can I borrow some milk from your daughter?
For my baby.
From your baby? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not really hot, so you may not need it.
I'll try this one first.
Yeah.
I know this one's might be a little might be too spicy for me. I'll
Sonny
give
looks
this
a little
try.
scared right now.
I am.
Guys.
I am. We'll give it a
I'm
try.
scared for you.
It's not bad.
Go for it.
Not too bad, huh, Sonny?
How Sonny?
Is it hot?
Sonny? Sonny? Are you okay?
It's spicy, man.
They're one of the
sweet.
It's so sweet.
Did you just say sweet?
He said the red one's
No, the
sweet.
red
You-
one's
you
sweeter.
ate the green one.
Yeah.
No.
It's supposed to be not very hot.
If this is spicy, the one that's ripened, it's got to be.
But the different varieties, when they turn red, they become less hot.
Really?
Yeah. But
I'm not sure.
some of these here, when they get red, they're hotter. And then
Okay.
you see back there we have
You need
some
water?
No, I'm good. I'm starting to sweat.
It's just hot out here.
So,
that's all. It's just hot out.
good thing we let Sonny try that and not those, because then that would be bad.
Yeah.
Is that the Carolina Reaper?
No,
What is that?
these are my Starr bonnets, which is a cross of my own. So
Oh.
it has Reaper in it, but it's mixed with a Scotch bonnet for flavor and heat. So I grow that mainly for hot sauce. So that's the reason why I bred those.
So are you thinking of doing your own hot sauce line? Like, you know.
I don't know, because right now my hot sauce are usually for friends and family. That's it, and
Ah,
you know,
okay.
usually for challenges. You know, some people like really hot stuff.
Challenges?
Like,
I miss my wife, man.
he's literally crying.
yeah. So, was it good though? Was it good?
Yeah,
Have
pretty
good flavor?
It's really good.
See, we were talking about the Sonny's still sniffing. That was great.
Oh, yeah.
So the one thing that we do learn here, guys, is that when on Khang's channel, when he say it's not that hot,
Don't believe him.
Okay, maybe.
maybe just a bite of it. I mean,
little
he
bit.
ate the whole pepper,
Yeah.
a whole thing.
So I might have grown different varieties pequeños because they have the mild one and the hot one.
Do they even? I mean, since you grow them so close, do they
cross pollinate?
cross
Yes,
pollinate?
they
and
do.
Actually, these would actually get a lot spicier.
That's a great question, because they do cross pollinate if you grow them this close. So if you want to save pure seeds, I do have like a pollination bag. You cover it up so it prevents from cross pollinating.
Wow.
That's for me to collect seeds to keep those. For these here, I just eat them without having to save anything.
Okay.
I'm sorry, he didn't put a bag over this one.
But if they mix right away, you can't tell. You have to grow out the seed for the next season to find the difference.
Okay. What is shows your? I know those actually those are what those are Thai.
These are the white Thai pepper. These
Okay.
are really popular variety right now. They're very pretty.
Okay.
And they're really hot.
Right. They're really spicy.
And you see how they change into different colors? They grow in clusters like this. So that you see like orange, red.
Okay.
The red one is once they're ripe.
Okay.
The white one is one the best to use.
Okay.
Asian people love those.
Yeah, that's real popular.
Yeah. And then those yellow ones there
Oh yeah.
are the Scotch Brain. They're really good. They're hot, but not really hot. They're great for hot sauce as well.
Eyes too sweaty.
All I can hear is him. Give me more air.
Maybe we could have brought some milk with us.
Yeah, maybe. You know what? This is terrible. You know, we did not prepare for this at all.
What's the spiciest pepper you have here?
Oh, the spices we have
Yeah.
here.
Because Sonny want to try it.
Probably this.
Leon's gonna try it.
Oh, Leon's gonna try it.
Oh, no.
Oh, these are really hot right here.
Okay. Are those related to the what do you call the scorpions or the North Carolina?
The
or
Carolina Reapers?
Reapers?
Yeah,
you
yeah,
call?
yeah. They are
related?
related. Yeah, because
Okay.
that's one of the parent plants was the Reaper back a few seasons ago.
Okay.
Um,
Reaper is considered
the hottest in the world.
the world's hottest pepper.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's probably pretty close.
And growing right next to the pepper that he just bit
Yeah.
off of.
yeah.
See, these are a little old because I left them on too long, so they're kind of like wilting.
So, do you ever think about like starting up your own Instagram account and just shoot pepper pictures and put it on there? I mean, is there any?
I have Instagram, but I just post pictures only.
This looks beautiful. Like
Yeah.
I really think that people who are interested in just growing plants. I mean, following someone on Instagram that does beautiful pictures of these.
What is your favorite pepper that you like?
One of them is this one here.
This one?
Yeah, these are.
This is a Thai, right?
The Thai pepper. Yeah.
Thai peppers.
Yeah, I like it because they taste really good
Okay.
with the Asian food. You can cook with them. You can eat them raw. They're beautiful.
Yes.
You can use them as ornamental plants.
I agree. Yeah.
And they're very easy. I mean, they'll grow in heat, like in Texas heat.
Okay.
They'll do just fine. While the rest is like dropping all their flowers.
Uh-huh.
This one would just produce like crazy. You have peppers all season, and you only need maybe 1 or 2 plants. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's probably what, a couple plants.
It's
right
a
there?
couple because,
that's a big. Yeah, that's a nice. That's a lot of peppers.
Yeah.
Right there.
So I give a bunch of these away, and there's
Yeah.
still more than enough to use.
Okay. What about that? What is that? Over
That one there is this is the Linzo.
This is what my mom grows right here, right?
This is actually a hybrid,
okay.
and it doesn't look like it, but it's crossed with a chocolate Scotch bonnet. So the blacker, darker color one, with a Thai bird's eye pepper.
So that's
So,
that's actually
This
your,
is my own. Yeah.
your own creation.
Yeah.
That's his own creation. So
And the thing with this is they're very productive. They grow real big, just like a Scotch bonnet pepper. They're very hot too. But the main thing that I like about this pepper is the aroma, and you get like 2 or 3 seeds per pod.
oh,
Not like the
that's
Thai
it?
pepper where it's just filled with
Yeah.
seeds.
Okay.
So you pop this open. See, there's only a few seeds in there,
Okay.
and smell it.
Yeah.
Smells really good. Smells kind of sweet.
Yeah, it does.
So
There's a sweetness to it.
Yeah, so this is my own personal cross. One of my favorite one, and
Okay.
I grow it every season because one plant right here, it produces so much pepper that
Okay.
you can do anything with this. You can cook with this. They have a good smell to it, so
Does
they
have very
make
nice
great
aroma.
hot sauce,
Okay.
and they're very hot too. So
I'm not.
they're very sweet. So it's one of the sweetest pepper you probably ever have, and it looks just like a Thai pepper.
Yes.
So when people come over, they're like, "Hey, that just looks like a Thai pepper," but it's totally different. The flavor and everything.
I see.
So I do grow some cucumbers. Those are clones right there of the actual big cucumber plant that I just got rid of. Right here.
It's a clone.
It's a clone. So you can propagate cucumbers.
Interesting.
I wanted to try it, and it worked.
So is that your next channel?
I made a video on it already on how to clone it. So I grow a lot of stuff too, like onions. These are onions that was once bought at a grocery store. So I saved the bottom of it.
Right.
Just plug it into the bed, and it grows. It'll grow like this the whole year.
Yeah. The onions
So-
can actually survive through the winter, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about.
So you can start it
Actually-
really early, like in January in Texas, and it'll be fine.
Okay, so do you want to taste anything else, Sonny, before we walk it?
I was hoping you would taste something else.
I just brought my camera. I didn't bring milk.
It's better now, Sonny. The heat's gone.
Yeah.
What is your plan for next year?
Next year,
Yeah.
probably grow less peppers and do more of like melons maybe.
Okay.
Because I grew a few melons this year and I really liked it. And then, but melons, you know, they crawl a lot, so they need a lot of space.
Yeah.
And you can see all the peppers are taking up all my space.
Okay.
I do a lot of herbs right here
Yeah.
on that bed because we use a lot of basil.
Yeah.
These are Thai basil.
Yeah.
And look at the branches on those things. They look like trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're huge.
And these here were once a branch this small, like this big. I took it like this size.
Yep.
I rooted it and I planted it. And now
Wow.
that's how big they get.
Okay.
So most
You've been picking them
people that grow basil, sometimes they forget or they don't know that if you pluck off the buds right here,
Yeah.
then the plants would just continue to grow and the leaves would actually get bigger and taste better, and they'll get massive.
Why is that? Is that because the plant itself expends too much energy to try to make seeds? Is that
Yeah.
is that the reason?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anytime they start to flower, just like fruiting plants, they'll
Yeah.
just stop growing and focus all the energy in
Yeah.
producing
Yeah,
these
sure.
things here.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
That's actually, so you need to actually
Just pinch it off.
pinch that off, because that's the flower right there.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
So you see there's really no flowers on any of these because that's
Yeah.
what I do. So if you grow basil,
oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean,
Dude, I buy like $5
yeah.
at Kroger like
Yeah,
every
yeah.
week because
Yeah.
they don't stay alive very long if,
Yeah.
if you don't take care of them.
so these, I mean, one plant.
Yeah.
Look,
I can see
I mean,
that.
you
That's
can
awesome.
use it the
Produce a
whole
lot.
season.
Yeah.
And then if you pick them like this,
Yeah.
these will grow.
Yeah,
they go
branching out.
And you get more.
What happens after 100,000?
Oh man, I don't know because I was never expecting it to grow this big, you know.
How long? When did you start?
Probably like 2013 maybe.
Wow. So within 5 years.
Yeah, I started doing microgreens, and then I moved into hydroponic, and then I wanted to do hydroponic peppers. And as I mentioned earlier, I live in an apartment because I used to move around a lot for work. There's no yard to grow stuff, so the only way to do to grow is to grow inside. So that's how we started. I started with indoor gardening, doing a lot of microgreens.
So tell us about like why'd you decide to start a video and put it online?
Oh yeah. So when I was living in apartments and I wanted to grow a certain vegetable or to buy it, but where I live you could probably never find it. And so I searched online on how to grow things, and I watched a bunch of videos, but the videos that I watched they just show you how to do it. But you know, I want to know what happened. Like I want to see the results. But every time you watch a how-to video, you always see how they did it, and that's it. So it keeps you wondering, like, what happened?
Did it work out?
Yeah, was it successful? So I was like, so I had to do my own experiment, and then once I was like, oh yeah, it did work. But then I wanted to make a video to show that it did work. So I do microgreen video from start to the end to show the results and stuff like that. And it got onto hydroponic, and now it get into peppers, and that's how I started.
And that's how that t-shirt come about.
Yeah, Pepper Lovers Community on
So-
G+.
So yeah, tell us about the Pepper Lover community.
It's a G+ community dedicated to mainly peppers, but you know, you can post anything you're growing. It's a great place. There's a lot of good people there. They all have the same passion, and people are all over the world. So we have 16,000 people there on the community right now. But I think Google is gonna shut down G+.
Yeah, Google's shutting down G+. Yeah.
So we might have to find an alternative. We have a website called kcdgarden.com.
Mm-hmm.
So we might implement a new forum so that people can go on there and post, just like a forum stuff.
Right.
You can post pictures, you can comment. So that's in the work.
Okay.
So that may be an alternative, but I mean, there's Facebook that you can use. Instagram. Or
But
whatever.
essentially trying to get everyone together in one place.
Yeah. With the same passion, you know. And
So do you think having a community helps your channel more?
I think a lot of the people that joined the community found it through my YouTube.
Your YouTube.
Because I mentioned it and they go there.
So the YouTube actually made the community in the
Yes.
in
I
ways.
started the YouTube first and then the community came after.
There's other plants over there I like to talk about.
Oh yes.
Persimmons.
We don't know what this is.
That's a persimmon. I don't grow a lot of fruit trees, so that's just experimenting. And I bought it from a local nursery.
Yeah.
And it actually fruited. I mean, that's really cool. I didn't think that it would be successful.
These are the experiment that I guess you would play around with, and then
Yeah.
you would replicate it again to do a video for YouTube, or would you just shoot it like this?
Usually when I do a video, I have to be able to successfully done it first, because I don't want to give people false information.
Right.
That if it doesn't work, then, or if I don't know how to do it, I'm not going to do it, you know.
Gotcha.
So usually I'll test it out, and if it works out great, and then I'll tell people that this is how I did it. I mean, of course, there's always a thousand ways to do things,
Right.
but usually I'll show them how I did it. In most of my videos, that's how I test it first.
Your gears that you shoot for YouTube. I mean, what is? Give us a general setup on what that looks like.
The gears.
Like where you shoot and things like that.
Well, the gears was recommended by you. So in the beginning, my videos were shot with just like a handheld camera. And then you said that the Sony was really good. So I took your advice and I bought the Sony A65. Man, it changed the whole thing.
Yeah, it is.
The quality is so much better. I think people start to notice the difference in quality. Because they're like, how come I don't ever shoot in 4K or whatever? So then I finally figured out what 4K was because of you. Yeah, so I have my Sony camera. I don't do any staging. I just take it outside and start recording and talking. Cut out the parts where there's nothing happening, and that's it.
So your process is pretty easy then.
Very simple, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to show some of the older videos that you have to let them see the comparison.
Not the oldest video, okay? Those are so bad.
No, not the one where you're dancing on a table. we skipped those.
Yeah, my older videos were bad. I mean, I think I was so nervous, in the beginning.
Yeah, so in the beginning, I noticed you really didn't show your face that much.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you were showing like your hands like this, doing peppers. But then I noticed like in just this year, you're starting to show your face more.
Yeah.
So is that like because the community say, hey, I want to know who Khang is?
Yeah. A lot of that's the big part of it. People wanted to see who's behind the camera, and even being behind the camera, I was already nervous. So you can tell from my earlier videos that I'm, not too comfortable talking. Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to sprout. But it gets better after a while. You do your first one, then people giving positive feedback is great because it helps you make more videos.
Yeah, I keep seeing this guy who keeps commenting on how great your hands are on the video. That's great.
That's fun. Yeah. So if you have good support with your viewers, that does help you, become more comfortable in recording. So viewers, be nice to those guys. There's a lot of subscribers that I recognize because they comment a lot. I read them too, and I try to respond to all of them.
You didn't respond to mine. So. That's a lie.